My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, since the beginning of this week, we have been following the book of the Exodus, and we will indeed follow it for some days to come. In this book, the story of a people and their relationship with God is told. God will reveal God's self to the people as the one who leans his ear towards his people, who hears their cry. He will act in their favor. He will give them a liberator in Moses. He will lead his people out of slavery to freedom. He will make a covenant with the people on Mount Sinai. A nation will be formed and an identity will be given to it. They shall be God's people and he will be their God. These people that God created for himself, redeems, are the people that God will accompany and journey with. And their experience of their journey with God will be an enlightening one. It will be a definitive experience. It will shape the people. It will prepare them for what lies ahead. In today's first reading, God, who has revealed himself to Moses, is praised for his name by Moses. And God reveals his name as I am. The root of the name that God reveals to Moses means to be. It means God exists. This is in comparison to the gods of the heathens who are not. Thus, God reveals himself to Moses as the God who is in the present, and yet the God who is in charge of the past and the future. In the past, he was. In the present, he is. In the future, he will be. There is never a time when God is not existent and not there for his people. And this God who reveals himself to Moses will be revealed to us in the person of Jesus Christ, who today we hear inviting us to himself. At that time, he was speaking to those who were burdened by the laws that came from the Jewish religion, the Jewish practices. And he assures his followers that he is a lighter yoke. He gives them a lighter burden. And the only burden that he gives his people is the burden of the cross. He does not take away the yoke from the people. And yet the yoke that he gives the people does not weigh them down. My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, today's gospel must be engraved in our hearts. When times are challenging, when we are no longer sure of what to do, let us remember, we have God who is revealed in Jesus Christ. We invite us to come to him. When we go to him, our burden will be lighter, because he gives us a shoulder to lean on. He journeys with us in our struggles, in our challenges. He will lead us to the Father, who will take away the yoke from us. And may God, who is ever in the present, be with us in Jesus Christ at all times. And may we know him as the God of the past, the present, and the future. the God who exists and who leans his ear towards us.